You're watching News Leader 9 with Cheryl Renee and meteorologist Greg Majewski.
Here's a look at Columbus Park Crossing from our Alpha Insurance Skycam at the Ashley Furniture Home Store. Temperature 65 degrees, and Greg now joins us to let us know what's going on out there. I know earlier we had that little misty rain.
Yeah, that misty rain, that wannabe rain as I like to call it.
Yeah.
But kind of a nasty morning, but don't worry, the rain's finally getting out of here.
Oh,
and
good.
The big story really for the rest of the afternoon is getting the clouds out of here and then the colder temperatures returning. Here's what's trending with your forecast. As you'll see, some light clearing possible later this afternoon. The cold air definitely settling in for tonight. And looking ahead at the weekend outlook, not really looking too that bad right now. We'll take a look at that on the 7-day forecast here in just a second. Let's first take a look at the radar, which is currently showing the leftover parts of that rain starting to get on out of here and saying goodbye. So it should be clearing on out of here. In fact, we'll be noticing that temperatures start to drop, as I think we pretty much hit our high temperatures for today as we're seeing that cold air start to filter on in. You can clearly see it here, 57 degrees in Auburn, 58 in Alexander City, 67 here in Columbus. So you know the front is sitting right on top of us, and those temperatures will start to head downward as we head through the afternoon. A little wider perspective, check out Alabama, 49 in Birmingham, 51 in Huntsville. But out ahead of the front, how about 77 in Vandalia and 71 in Albany? So clearly you can see where that cold air is starting to filter in all across the southeast. Here's the satellite radar composite. One thing on the front's moving on through, but there's a lot of clouds lingering back behind it. That tells me the cold air is kind of shallow, sitting very shallow at the surface, and it's still warmer above the surface. So what we call a little bit of a temperature inversion and kind of keeping the low clouds in place. But this should clear on out here a little bit later for tonight. Once it does, the drier air will filter on in, and it's going to set up for a cold night. You'll definitely need the jackets for tomorrow morning. Saying goodbye to that cold front, getting it on out here and clearing the skies for a very cold night. And then tomorrow will be a pleasant day, although still running below normal. Normal high about 71 degrees this time of year, and we'll be struggling through the 60s for tomorrow. Now for the weekend, we will have some clouds around. There'll be some clouds and sunshine, but no rain's expected. So you see the high clouds kind of sitting there for Saturday and for Sunday, both days expecting some clouds around, but not expecting it to provide us any rainfall. Now 67 degrees for this afternoon. We'll start to see some breaks in those clouds for this afternoon as we get some late day clearing and the winds coming out of the north at about 10 to 15 miles per hour. For tonight, clear skies, overnight lows dropping down to around 41, so definitely a bit cold out there. We will have a few 30s around the outside of the Columbus metro area. And the next 7 days, saying goodbye to that rain, 64 degrees for a high tomorrow. Again, that's about 6-7 degrees below normal. And then 67 on Saturday. More cloud cover heading into Sunday will mean that low is not quite as chilly heading into Sunday morning, but staying dry right through Veterans Day. Next chance of rain, not until the middle of next week. And then the even colder weather potentially heading into the end of next week.
In the next week. All right, then. Not looking bad.
Not bad.
All right. Thanks, Greg.